countdown is crazy.
We rolling. We rolling.
Countdown is crazy.
Yeah. You know, gotta protect the innocence at all costs.
At all costs, man. At all costs, man. The Pod Boys is back.
Yeah.
I'm in a different bag today. I ain't gonna hold you, Blaze. I've been real somber, you know.
Is it like birthday type of thing? Like I'm very humble on my birthday.
Oh, I mean the birthday. I ain't really got shit to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean it's cool. You know.
Did you have a good birthday?
I feel like I had a good birthday. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was. You know, I was happy to. I got a lot of love, man. A lot of people hit me up on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? And,
you brought him out of the blizzard.
Hey man, it's the second time I did that. You know what I'm saying? Second time I did that. Brought him on the blizzard. You know what I mean?
Not mad.
Man. God bless, man. But
God bless.
The dope thing is just like this weekend and last week, like just being out and just people stopping me and people telling me happy birthday, and just getting all the love, and you know, a lot of people was hitting me up like, man, like that kind of says a lot about you. Like people really love you in the city. You know what I'm saying? So. hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm fucking with the swag. I'm fucking with the swag. I'm fucking with the swag. Like you embracing your big uncle here.
Yeah, for sure. But how I feel about it is, you know, sometimes we hate on each other on the show. So we do. I actually enjoy it. Actually,
I look forward.
Yeah, I mean, gotta have a little hate. Keep it fresh.
I gotta keep it a buck, and I hope cats don't get mad at me in the fantasy chat when I say this. I'm kind of rooting for Buff.
Reese deserves to win, man.
That's how I feel.
So
he deserves to win. That's how I feel.
I kind of want to see my cousin win the Super Bowl.
I look at it like this: like the fantasy guys knew there was no way possible that I could win a fantasy championship.
Yeah, that would have been a lot.
And Buffalo had this type of season.
Niggas definitely would have won it the fantasy.
One or the other.
I mean, think about this: if you won the fantasy, the Buckeyes won the national championship, and then Buffalo won.
I would have got put out of my own league.
Reese, they would have been.
The board would have met, and
they would have been lining up for the.
And speaking of the league, like big changes is coming. Big changes.
Why, Reese? Why?
He on his big T.
Big changes.
He on his big T swag.
So can you give us a preview of what that? I don't know what that means.
Preview. Well, you know, revenues is up. I think we might have one of the most lucrative fantasy leagues.
Like 125.
Yeah, it's only 125 buy-in, you know what I mean? But you're going to walk away with a nice amount, you know, if you able to win the league. But like I said,
second place even does you kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you place at all, you good. But revenues is up, you know what I mean? We've had a successful league. This is year 10 coming up, I believe.
Y'all shit been going on for a minute.
I don't think it's 10.
You don't think it's 10?
I don't think it's 10.
Cam won the CFL championship. Like, you remember that? Like, that was
a shot, but yes.
Yeah. Shout out to Cam.
Calling it CFL championship is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was only 14. It was only 4 members.
He won it because he had AB. Like, this is how old it was. He won it because this is Pittsburgh AB.
Antonio Brown.
Oh, yeah.
That's about 10 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. AB, Pittsburgh AB.
Because he was there before Le'Veon Bell. Like, Le'Veon came in, like, 2018, I thought.
No. It might be 10 years, but I'm saying I think Cam might have had the duo of AB and Le'Veon.
Did they play together?
Yeah, they played together for sure.
See, I don't really remember them playing together like that.
Years.
Was it a year or two?
No, I thought they played together for a little minute.
No, but you know,
for 5 years.
Announcements is coming. Like, going to be some big changes to the league. Always positive changes. You know, what I mean, I really think, you know, our fantasy league is one of one. You know, what I mean, I enjoy it. I've been on a downslide though. Like, as good as the league has gotten, I think because my focus is so much over here on the back end as far as being you know, commissioner of the league, that it's taken away from my actual performance.
It's not true.
I think
it's not true.
Yes. So I can't focus on, you know, I'm wearing so many hats over there.
I get it, man.
No, you don't. Don't say you get it. He's lying. What happens is that Reese is too antsy for fantasy.
I ain't did this in years. Like, this is a false narrative that you about to put out there with the trades.
Now, they have been pushing that.
You just did it this year, Reese.
They say they say you don't be giving niggas a chance to rock. And you
I
be
drove up
people.
Josh Allen after week 10.
So
and who did I have? I had the number one quarterback in fantasy.
You didn't play.
It was every week I'm looking at him and Baker. I'm like, I was playing Josh
Reese, you get too crazy with the trades, Reese.
Man.
And then you trade Josh Allen to the nigga who wins the championship.
Dre wasn't supposed to win the championship this year.
Yes, he was, bro. He was dog. Like at the end of the year, bro, he was unstoppable.
He had 6 losses.
Reese, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He finished
9-4.
8-6. No, 8-6.
I don't think so.
Positive.
Well,
8-6.
I mean, dang, I got my phone.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, 8-6.
But what I'm saying is that at the end of the year, like he had too many players that was scoring 50. Like at one point, I feel like Dre had like 230.
It's the Jahmyr Gibbs thing that did it for Dre.
But no,
And that was kind of sneaky because he was in a shared backfield with Montgomery. Nobody knew Gibbs was going to be what Gibbs was this year. Even though he's nasty, I got him behind Saquon Barkley as the second best running back in the league.
third.
So, you still got Derrick Henry, number 2? Mm-hmm. Yeah, what he did this year, like, niggas is really trying to sneeze at that. Like, nigga had 1,900 yards rushing this year. That's nuts. Like,
I mean, let's not get past the point. Like, you trade too much. Your players don't produce for 1 week or 2 weeks, you get them out of there. Mm. That's not true? That's a false narrative?
Yeah, it's false. I ain't been like that in a minute. Like, niggas ain't even talking about what I
Baker
gave up.
Mayfield and Josh Allen. Ask him who he ended with as a quarterback. Who was your quarterback week 17 against me?
CJ Stroud.
No, it was not, Reese. Who'd you play against
I
me?
played Cooper Rush against you. I was going for the double up. My wide receiver was CD Lamb. Like, it's a strategy.
Listen. No.
You double dipping.
With Cooper, you don't double dip with Cooper
Listen,
Rush.
I invented the double dip in the league. Like,
You didn't. Patrick Mahomes and I had Tyreek Hill. I invented the double dip.
You had Tyreek Hill?
I had Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes the first year they let him play. You know? That's how I won a championship.
No, you won a championship with a trick play with Cam Newton. Let's not forget that. My championship year. I ain't listen.
The fantasy guys gonna be fucking with you.
No,
they don't fuck with me.
But you don't mess with them though, because Reese at the same year you're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. We had Dre's graduation. He in there throwing dirt on my grave. He's like,
the game was over.
It's over, but it's not over.
They ran a trick play on 4th down with Cam Newton.
Hey, you know what's so crazy that Reese would change the league because of that. So we used to have defenses that we played whole defenses. Mm-hmm. After that year, no more whole defenses. We had to go to defensive players.
Yeah, man. But that's crazy. That's what I love about our pod. Our pod, we will start with one topic and then we'll get somewhere.
I'm tired of acting like he be sabotaging himself in fantasy. Like, listen, he said he started Cooper Rush against me, right? Mm-hmm. He had Baker Mayfield had a remarkable year, and Josh Allen, and he started Cooper. I was going to let him win. When he started Cooper Rush,
that's what he's not telling you. This nigga's 11-2, then locked up his spot and everything.
13-2.
No, we only played 14 games. You was like, because I was the record. I got 11. You ended up winning 12 games this year. You went 12-2.
I don't think so, Reese. I think I won 13 games. I think that was, or I might have.
You counting the playoff win?
No, I'm not.
No, we only played 14 regular season games.
Why can't I pull up our stuff?
It might be the archived it already. No, but he already had a spot locked, guys.
Mm-hmm. I had the number 1 spot. It's the number 1 seed.
Honorables, such as yourself. Mm. You sit your people down.
Let the bench rock.
Let Reese get in the playoffs because he's gonna do damage if he get up in there.
He ain't showed you no mercy.
That's not what happened.
Nigga ended up scoring like 80 points on with who you had? Jamar Chase, the best wide receiver in the league.
He left him Vince McMahon on you.
Man.
No chance.
Oh my God.
So here's the thing, Des. Here's the thing. If I would have just laid down for Reese, everybody in Reese knows.
Oh, they would have said everybody. They would have been like it's a conspiracy. No bigger. But yeah, man. Like I said, I'm just feeling good. I'm in a different type of bag.
Yeah.
We starting to get the hang back with the pod. You know, we've been off for a minute. And I'm just really ready to heat the pod streets up. You know what I'm saying?
And apologies to everybody last week. I know we had some technical difficulties with the video and everything.
But the audio still went out.
Yeah, the audio still was all good, but people really look forward to the
to the
that's
visual, what it is.
You
know they
want
to see the visuals.
We was able to give them an hour's worth last week, but don't fret this week. We all the way back, live in HD.
Keep the streets up, man.
Yeah. With that said, man, we're going to get into it. We got quite a few things to get into today, and it is Championship Sunday. Y'all see what's going on. So at 6:30, I definitely need to be up out of here and in front of a TV. Like I done got so many invites to like I really don't want to come sit with niggas and watch my bills. Like,
I feel you want to be able to, you want to be comfortable. You want to hear it. Like this is what niggas don't be understanding. These watch parties and all this shit. Niggas want to hear the game.
And there's so many motherfuckers that don't like the Bills or even who we playing against. Like, so you just here for the party. You ain't really here for the game.
We don't want to hear Lean with a rock with it. Yeah. We don't want to hear party like a rock star.
Get that Buffalo
right.
get the fuck out my face.
I need to hear the announcer telling me about the sack.
Right, I want to hear Romo calling each play.
And then you already stressed as it is, so you don't want. You got a person who's not invested would have regular pod conversations.
Hey, bro, like if you don't get the fuck out of my face, then
right.
ASAP.
Yeah. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of What We Talking About podcast. I am CEO, the veteran, perfect motherfucking attendance, a member of Bills Mafia. 1/3 of a few things. 1/3 of the Rollout Boys. Not to ever be confused with 1/3 of the Toxic Boys. And if you happen to be at New Orleans on last Sunday, you would have saw some things in there that would have said, one of them niggas is really a toxic boy. And they would be.
Never would have made it.
But shit, who else is in the building, man? Who else in the building?
But
nigga woke up at the bowling. I'm like, what am I doing here?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. New Orleans was the pregame. Nigga, the bowling alley was the night show.
The crazy thing is that me and Reese had a plan. Like, he just couldn't lead a mix because we were supposed to leave out of there about.
That's what the mix do to you. It engulfs you.
We like was just waiting for Dez to pop up so we can be like, hey, you
right.
see this?
Because I was ready to get to the crib, watch the Bills.
That's
you
what
know
that mix
I mean?
do
Like,
to you. You get engulfed. Especially when some shots start flying and then the music get to blaring, the club is dark.
Shout out to the bartender over there that getting busy with the old fashions. I don't know what her name is. You know what I mean? I tipped her incredibly, like, because she took care of me, but she made the best old fashions I done had.
Yeah, they took care of me. Shout out to Dre Tyson, man. I gotta give a big salute to Dre Tyson, man, for allowing me to use the venue, the hospitality that he showed for the birthday party, man. It's crazy. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, man. I really been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this since hundreds had small faces. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes niggas don't be putting respect on my name. Like I'm just gonna go ahead and get to it. I'm just gonna go ahead and get to it.
Yeah.
You feel me? I gotta get to it. You know what I'm saying? Cause like Reese got shit on his docket, I got shit on my docket, and it's time to look, nigga. I'm carrying illegal firearms because my shit got the switch on it tonight, man. Look. Niggas don't be splitting respect on my name, bro. And I don't like, you feel me? I feel like I've shown too much love. I feel like I've put in too much blood, sweat, and tears into the game to not reciprocate just some cordial, like just one-offs. Like, I'm not asking for much. And what Dre did at his establishment, bro, I super appreciate it. Really shout out to AJ. Because if it weren't for AJ, I really wasn't going to have a party at all. So AJ is the one who really facilitated it. And Dre made it happen. So
big shout out.
I got to shout out to those guys, man. Shout out to the city. I understand some things happen. In retrospect, I should have just pushed it back to this week for real, because like the snow. No, I did the right thing.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like once it got to where it was going, it was where it was supposed to be.
You know what I mean? Because only reason why I said that is because, you know, niggas was in Atlanta, the snow, like, that kind of prevented it from being super. Actually, it might have been a good thing, Reese, now that you say it. Cause
today would have been super toxic and, you know what I mean, because the Buckeye celebration.
That's what I'm saying.
It's semi-nice outside.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
So, nigga, right, that's what I'm saying.
You calling it semi-nice, unless it's like we just in
nigga, we in single digits, nigga.
I'm talking about like even right now it's 34. We like, man, it's a balmy 34.
That's what I'm saying. But you got to think, we coming fresh off single digits.
I feel like it's 70, you know, based off what we've been going through.
I'm surprised niggas ain't got grills out. Like, off of what we came on with. So, but nah, man. So, you know, it's all love, man. You know, Des Arnaz, I'm in the motherfucking, but I kind of lost track where I was at. We doing the introductions, right?
Yeah, we saw it.
Des Arnaz, if you don't know me, 10 of your friends do. Local nigga with a major buzz. You feel me? We in the motherfucking building.
Indeed.
I'm officially in the big bracket. You feel me?
40 ball. How I feel?
Shit, you know, I
day,
feel rejuvenated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Feel better than you ever
I feel
had.
rejuvenated because I'm still the most wanted baby father in the city. You know what I'm saying? So like, it ain't really.
But it don't matter.
You know what I'm saying, Reese? It's just
I'm
like,
the most
you
wanted
feel me?
baby 5. You
You
say
know-
the drive.
Right.
You won't see me today.
When I first met her, she thought I was a boxer. So yeah, we here, man. I'm with my guys. We here potting.
Yeah.
You know, I've been real humble last year, man. I got to get back to getting in my bag, talking that shit, and just you know, celebrating my damn self. You feel me?
Facts. Who else in the building, man?
King across.
Yeah, man.
Talk to him.
Shit.
Yeah, you looking young right now too with the hats. But I was like, you looking young. You looking like Gutter. You was looking like Gutter.
Shout out to Gutter, man. Gutter's birthday's coming up this week. Happy birthday to my brother.
Yeah. Happy
He going
birthday.
to St. Thomas for his birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got there next month.
Huh?
Not St. Thomas, but around that way.
Yeah. January 31st. Shout out to my brother. He's also turning 40.
Yeah.
And turning 40?
Yeah,
we only a year apart. We stair step. So at one point, Jessica's 39, 40, 41. So.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, me and Gutter went to elementary school together.
Yeah. Shout out to my brother, man. He living a good life right now. He living a good life. Salute to him, man. But it's your boy. You know, it's the kid Blaze, man. The ex-superstar engineer. I don't really do too much engineering these days. Man. Reese won all the jobs, and I salute to that man. But you know,
see, careful, Dez, you.
Oh, whoa. Good call. You know, today's technology, niggas is screenshot and zoom in.
Right in on that.
No, don't need that.
Mm-hmm. That's why I tell Blaze every week, make sure you slide the iPad up a little bit. Slide it up a tad bit.
But yeah, man, I'm happy to be here with my brothers, man. I really, you know, ain't nothing like getting with your guys and just, you know, busting it up and just chit chatting, man. And I'm rooting for the Bills today, man. So I just want to see my cousin win the championship.
Appreciate that.
You know how hard it is to go through 4 straight Super Bowls and lose every one of them.
Man, oh man.
And then hear him call it a dynasty. It's kind of rough.
It's in the past, though. We ain't even like that negativity.
No negative energy right now, Reese.
No negative vibes, no negative energy. It's Championship Sunday, and I'm feeling good. You know what I mean?
When I came in, I already knew what time it was. When I seen the hat jersey combo with the
the
hoodie, I said, oh yeah, my nigga in his bag right there.
Yeah.
The Air Ones, I'm like, that's an unk fit. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. That's how you know. That's how you know a nigga from that era. You know what I mean?
Hey, the best era though, like real.
Yeah, because there's a lot of weird shit going on.
Super weird shit, and you know what I mean. Speaking of the era, it's just such the best of both worlds. You know what I mean?
It really is, bro.
We fully all the way up to date with technology and how everything moves and operates. You know what I mean? Because we was almost like the test.
Yeah, I'm about to say we kind of rolled it out
like
for
the
real.
guinea
You know what I'm
pigs.
saying? We was like high school, middle school when that shit started.
Yeah, it's the generation that's behind us. You know, or before us that's a tad bit struggling with the transition. You know what I mean? And you know, we won't name them names, but you said you ran into some people last night, and it's evident. You know, when you run into people and you see them and you get to talking to them, and it's just like they ain't adapt. You know what I mean? And I hate that. You know what I mean? Like I hate almost feeling like, you know, society is leaving you behind, you know what I mean? Because some people just don't want to adapt.
But you got to.
You got to. And that's what's so crazy to me is that, you know, people, you know, will be almost like bullheaded and just try to fight against it. It's like, nah, like all these fucking features and everything that's here, like use it to your advantage. You know what I mean? Like find your niche, you know what I mean? And do what you can or want to within that, you know, the way that things is going now. But just for niggas to stay stagnant, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's mind blowing. Like, and I just don't get why so many people are against, you know, enhancements. You know what I mean? Like, you let the barber put the chalk on your hairline. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Put that boozer sauce in
you know, you let them dump the fibers on your joint. You know what I mean? So why won't you allow technology to do what technology
You copping
does?
the unit. You putting the unit on your shit.
Hey, I'm still looking for a good one. You know
Hey,
what
but
I mean?
don't get caught slipping like Rocco. Don't get
Oh,
caught.
hey, Rocco, like, I spared my dog because I love Rocco, but what he did with the man unit in that mugshot, like, I would sue the state of Georgia. Like, I would sue them niggas. Did y'all see that? Did you see it?
Bro.
Yeah, I seen it for sure.
They had my nigga Amadou, me looking so crazy.
And, like, is he an alien? His shit look mad deformed. Like, I ain't never seen his head looking like. Has Rocco had a hat on his whole life?
Bro, yeah, Rocky, Rocco used to. You gotta think he used to always rock like the designer
Scullies and the beanies and shit.
and hat. Like he always wore hats. But then I knew he had a unit because like I recently seen him on IG, and his shit was just like so laid down and like fine. I'm like,
The worst unit in the game still to this day is Akon.
oh yeah,
Akon's unit, like, I want his fade.
yeah.
Like, that's how you know niggas don't really love you or don't really fuck with you. Like, because why ain't a nigga told Akon, bro, nah, that unit is hideous. Like, it don't even look. I'm not convinced at all.
Rocco had the George Jefferson though, bro.
Yeah,
Rocco was
shit.
crazy, man.
It's the mug shot that made it look so crazy. Like, I don't know if they was photoshopping the, like, what y'all doing with my dog's picture? Like, because this shit looked like a conehead, bro. His joint looked at nuts.
He had a dolphin head.
He got a blowhole up in the top of that motherfucking line.
Geyser.
They have my nigga looking crazy. Have you seen that Puff Photoshop mug shot that looked real crazy where he almost looked like an alien? Like somebody done did something. Like, I had to pull it up and find that shit, but it's like, please don't let me get on nobody's bad side and they just get a hold of your gram or your Facebook and just start playing with your pictures. Like, because I don't think that's Rocco's official mug shot. Like, the way his head was looking, bro, like, I'm suing the state of Georgia.
Yeah, he was looking sick. But yeah, I'm not going unit. I'm just gonna do the bald headed fade like Brown when my shit started like this going.
Nah, Brian got the unit. Brian done been experiment with the units. Like, he was at the beta.
Nah,
like,
he got the crazy fibers. He got the crazy fibers.
And he got the surgery though, because he got the line in the back.
He's trying everything.
Yeah, Brown did. Like, you remember Brown went through a horrible
remember,
stage.
You got to think. Brown might have been a part of the beta because remember one game where that nigga shit started off
Anthony
dark
Davis.
and he was bored by that fourth quarter.
Hey, and look, he ain't slick. Like, I'll be watching everything Brown do. He got these special wipes that he uses on the sideline, like, that don't nobody else get to. He sits down and be pulling. I'm like, yeah, that's how he keep his shit intact. Like, because ain't no way.
That nigga's head was looking like the Reese cups when they melt.
This one right here, like, look at that.
Oh yeah.
It look like an alien. That ain't Puff, man. Like, somebody done did something.
Oh man, y'all niggas is funny. Oh my goodness, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Brown done been through it.
I think the thing with the man units, man, like, I really hate.
With the turkey? I think Brown with the turkey to get the
Brown's been all over the country experiment with his.
He did everything?
Bro.
He done seen every doctor you can see?
Every doctor. He probably done spent at least $8 million
Easy
on his head, and it's still trash. That's what's so crazy about it. Like, it's the best it's ever looked right now, but it's still trash.
Fact.
He figured it out.
He figured it out. The last couple years, he's been rocking with it. Like,
the early stages in Cleveland, his shit was looking crazy.
Yes.
And he would rock the headbands.
It's probably Savannah. Like, he got a good woman in this corner. Like, she probably done went everywhere. Like, nah, baby, we gonna get you right.
Speaking of Brown, do Brown need that fade with Act for what Act was trying to do?
I don't know why it hasn't happened yet. It would have happened the minute that song dropped. You know what I mean? Like,
Act was out of bounds.
He was exposing too much.
They trying to get Act out of here. You know he on the fire right now.
So I seen something with a 15-year-old girl. I didn't dig too much into it.
It wasn't a girl. It was a stream.
Girl.
So the streamer world is heavy right now. So the one dude that's been like really killing the stream, like the new streamers, the Black Boy Max.
I want his fade too.
Yeah.
Who?
Black Boy, the one that Fabio and TJ.
Yeah. So he's the new hot streamer or whatever. So anyway, like they was doing this thing. It was like all the streamers had like.
They said he's grooming people too, though. I heard that about Black.
Well, Act is on a full campaign trying to get this nigga out of here. Now. So he's been going back finding old clips and putting them on the internet or whatever. But yeah, so they were basically in the stream, and this nigga Act was talking to this 15-year-old kid like about having sex and all this type of stuff, and It's a conversation that Act should have been having with this little nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand what you're doing. Like, when you have a platform like Act, you know niggas is waiting for you to slip up so they can do this to you. So I don't know. I think it's interesting, but I just thought I'd throw it in the air since we kind of, was talking about it. So
staying on that, as far as like I don't got much, if anything, really with Drake, but I don't think we really got into that angle of LeBron and Drake as far as like LeBron. I think we left off with saying like I'm surprised that not one of these wannabe hip commentators or sports reporters hasn't just like, Brian, so what do you think of this song and the allegations and academics saying this, like,
because they bringing back what's the name? They're bringing Yes Jules back into the mix.
Because
that's what they're saying. He allegedly had an affair with. Yeah,
that's what I like. Right. That Brian.
So that
long
came back
time ago. Listen.
That was it.
At one point in time, Yes Jules was premium milk. Like
she had Miami on Smash.
I'm not niggas. Listen. She was special. She had a moment.
Organic Whole Foods milk.
I paid $9 for that gallon of milk.
Right. No GMO.
Hey,
no sugar added.
She was premium. Like, can I get some Nestle quick? She was premium. You know what I mean? Like, and we seen it firsthand. You know what I mean? Because she was running around with 8081. You know what I mean? And she was doing some things. So I mean, not to throw anybody up under the bus, but we've seen Big Homie in action. So it wasn't surprising to me.
I don't know what he's speaking.
I was gonna say,
it wasn't surprising to me.
He's trying to stop us from getting to the next level.
Niggas hold down, but yeah, like I think that whole angle of what trying to tear down a man's family life, I think that was super whack and nasty.
Bro.
You know what I mean?
Like, you gotta go home to that. Savannah ain't trying to hear that shit. She probably giving that nigga the side eye. Like,
should Bron send the goons to Act, or should Bron press Act himself?
Bron can't do anything. Yeah. So
I think he can in this case here. I think Bron can go up to him and put his hand on him.
Because he's Bron.
I think that's a lawsuit.
That's another headline. That's what's whack about today. I understand what you're saying, but that's what's whack about today, bro.
At some point, does somebody have to make an example out
That's
of
why you got to keep the tatas around. For situations like this. Brian can't do anything. Brian can't even look like he's affiliated with anything.
How y'all think Savannah?
Because then you're looking like Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying?
How y'all think them conversations at the crib is going with Savannah?
It was heavy. I mean, because like after that happened, there was like a clip going around with like, they was somewhere and Savannah was giving this nigga the ultimate meme mug, like
giving Drake the meme.
No, giving Brian. You know what I mean? You could
Well, he had that situation with Jeannie Buss and her homegirl laying on him on the bench. Like,
hey, Brian was out of pocket.
Again, playing in the field of snow.
That was vintage milk right there.
Yeah. Jeannie Buss ain't bad. Ain't bad.
That's a cultural piece. Yeah, you know what I mean? You feel me? That's one
for her age.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's
magnificent.
Yeah, that's one of the ones you gotta.
Jenny look good. Like, I ain't gonna front. Like,
I'm indulging.
Yeah.
No. I'm indulging for the culture
right now.
Yeah, exactly.
We talking about Jenny Buss.
She's gonna get you to those doors. You know, the checkbook is right. You know what I'm saying?
I just want floor seats. Like, just give me one season, 4 seats. LA. Y'all want to say sports or y'all want to get into some other shit? What y'all want to do?
Wherever you want to take it, brother. We follow in your lead.
So since the last time that we was here, it's official now. Donald Trump is officially, the 47th. Is that right? 47th. President United States. Already, my nigga has signed at least, I want to say 100 executive orders. Like,
I mean, he said he was gonna do it. I mean, like,
but have we ever seen, like, he really knows how to turn shit into a produced reality show, like,
facts.
Because I've never seen a president ever sign as many executive orders, and they all do it. You know what I mean? But he turns it into theater.
Well, I think it's become a thing, all right. So like he did it when he first got in office,
right? Yeah,
and that made it a spectacle when Joe Biden did it.
Mm-hmm.
And now him going back and kind of reversing some of it is now a spectacle. So that's all it is.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on some of the reverses that he did pull once he got up in there? He's a lot of the shit looked like it's centered around initiatives for African Americans. The DEI programs being pulled back, and I thought it was super dope because we'll get into that as well. That a lot of these companies came out and took a stance against what Trump came out and tried to align himself with these people publicly. Some of these big corporations, such as Apple. It was another one. Who was it?
Costco.
Yeah, Costco for sure. Yeah, came out and said, nah, like we still, trying to push forward and, get black people in positions of powers and give them opportunities that they may not have been presented with. But back to Trump, and some of the shit that he has went out there and signed. Like I think I'll just speak on a couple of them that stood out to me, and we can just discuss them. So one of them was only recognizing male and female sets. Now I was having a conversation with somebody online, and I think Trump has really learned how to cater to, a lot of people. This goes back to that conversation we was having with the generation before us, where they're not quite adapt to what today's society is or what it consists of, and being bothered by it. I do notice that a lot of people feel a way about, pronouns and what somebody chooses to identify with. Me, I was always, my mindset was, it don't have any bearing on me. You know what I mean? Like, however they choose to identify is cool.
Because we come from that culture, like, long as it don't really have no effect on me and mine, you know what I'm saying? We come from the mind your business culture.
So it was a lot of people, a lot of us, you know what I mean, that when he signed that order of only recognizing male and female, it was like, yeah, I rock with him for that. You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on that? And if it's too much, like if y'all don't want to give y'all's personal views or opinions on that, cool, we can move on from it. But again, I'm just highlighting some of the things that stuck out to me as far as the executive orders that he signed. So what's your thoughts on that, the male and female being the only two sets that the country wants to identify with?
I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of with you on it. It doesn't really bother me. I can see how some of the stuff it'd be kind of hard for me to speak on, just because, like, with me not having, well, I guess I can still speak on it, but it's like some of it doesn't have like a direct effect. It might have an effect because of I have family and stuff like that.
Well, let me give you one. This might even help you, like, because the example that I noticed that a lot of our people is trying to use is, what if you got your kid in the bathroom and a trans comes into the bathroom while your kid is in there, or they talk about transgenders being involved in sports. So say you got a man that's,
Yeah. Now that is something that I feel like, because whether you want to believe it or not, I feel like you do have an advantage. I do, you know what I mean? I feel like there is an advantage in some of those situations.
Perfectly agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I'm not, I don't think, to me, I don't think that's fair.
So let me ask y'all this though, because I'm kind of on the side of, if a man has, fully like transitioned and whatnot, and he's identifying as a woman now, cool. You know what I mean? And say that they do it at a young age. Not, I hate to put Dwayne Wade's daughter into the mix because I don't think she's fully transitioned, but she is identifying as a woman. So say she now wants to play, little league sports, or she wants to play youth sports. Should she not be allowed to play, or... Because, you can't say, well, won't you go play in your own league? Because that's when you really run into
that's when shit gets sticky.
Discriminatory type shit, you know what I mean? Discrimination. So it's like...
Yeah. That's when shit get tricky. I feel like a lot of it, I feel like this topic period, things get tricky. Lines get blurred.
Yeah. Dirty waters, for sure.
You know what I mean? It's hard to stand on a certain... You know what I'm saying? Like, what's right, what's wrong.
Right.
You feel me?
And that's the thing too, like I don't even want to set us up to where we trying to say one is right or the other is wrong, like, because that's not what this is. It's just really a conversation. But I did notice, like, again, like with the conversations that I've had with people, those are the two things that they keep going to in regards to this this subject or this topic. And I was like, so I asked them this. I asked them, I was like, how old are you? They was like 40. I was like, in your 40 years of living, have you ever had an encounter where you was in the bathroom and the man came in there dressed as a woman? And they was like, no. I'm like, all right then. So that lets you know that it's few far in between that's going to be a real concern for you. Now, that's not me trying to, minimize and say that it won't happen to somebody and that it hasn't happened before, but I'm like, it's real rare that that's really an issue. You know what I mean? And for that to be a sticking point for you to go out and potentially vote for this person because of that, like, I thought that was kind of ignorant. You know what I mean? Like, if that's making sense. So, again, everybody got a right to believe and, support what they choose to support. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think that's what this conversation is, but I do like to have, or at least attempt to have conversations about it just so you can see where people stand or how they feel about it. And that's just something that I realized that a lot of people were super passionate about. Have y'all experienced, people not necessarily supporting Trump, but supporting him in that field of what he was campaigning with?
I don't know, man. It's hard for me to speak on this because, like, I don't want to be like a person that's like, because my take is not that far from Dez's when it comes to this topic overall.
Right.
Like, what's the thing that's been said on the show a million times? Do what you do.
Just don't step on my shoe.
And I just feel like sometimes people I think people use the top, like the little scenarios that you presented, Reese, as if it's like something that happens to them every single day.
Right.
This is like it's the fear mongering. Like, politics to me is just fear.
Yeah.
It's fear politics. It's like, how can I scare you enough to make you feel this way? And Trump, who I feel like somehow has become this likable figure across the country.
Yeah.
Knows how to play the game better than anybody's ever played it in American history. And I think it's unfortunate. Man, my prayer that I got going on right now is just that the effects that happen over the next 4 years just doesn't affect the country over the next 20. Like,
right.
That's because he's gonna play the game and he's playing it like he's a magician at it. But man, I'm just not sure, man. I think that everything is always so divisive and everything is always to split us up.
Yeah. And
that's the thing that I don't like about it, and that's what Trump is going to do. It's kind of it's in the Republican handbook, but the whole thing is that Trump hides behind like the religious angle from Republicans. Do y'all really think that Trump is the most Christian person in the world?
Right.
It seems unlikely.
And he gets a lot of black Christians to buy into, what he's putting out there. And it just be mind-blowing. It's like they're blinded by Christianity values and beliefs so much that they're like, well, I got to rock with him because he's, speaking on this. And this is what my faith and values is all about. You know what I mean? Like, we don't give a fuck how much of a horrible person he is. Like, another thing that I noticed, federal workers, he signed an executive order that all federal workers are to come back into the office. No more work from home. And I'm like, now all y'all niggas that voted for him, I know y'all wasn't counting on this. You know what I mean? Like, you know how many of these major companies, done sold off, the commercial retail space since pandemic done hit? Like, you probably ain't even got room for all these motherfuckers to come back into the office. You know what I mean? But
like
here
Chase
he is
here.
doing what he do.
Chase Bank here.
You know what I mean? So what's y'all's thoughts on that? You know what I mean? Because I'm recently a new work from home employee. Like, this is the first time that I got to do it. And like, I started doing it back in April of 24. And I think I done said to y'all a couple times, like, oh my God, like, it's the cheat code. Like I had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Until
like,
you have too much, then you'll be like, like
And
me,
see-
you know, my stance is different from yours.
yeah.
Like I can choose to work home when I make my own schedule. I can do whatever I want to do. I can go where I want to go when I want to do it.
Right.
But
And see, I think I don't overindulge as much with mine because it's a week on and a week off. So 1 week I'm in the office, and 1 week I'm at the crib.
for me, it was all of COVID.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was a year and a half straight. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
So,
wild. So do y'all know anybody that's been affected by that executive order? Like, all right, what's y'all's thoughts on that? Like him making everybody come back into the office.
I haven't talked to anybody personally that I know that's been affected with it. So you know, I've just seen the chatter online, and well, I do know somebody that do work for Chase, and they were saying like they don't know how this is going to work.
But, I mean, Chase is not federal.
Yeah, it's not federal.
Oh yeah, it's not.
So,
Yeah.
so I think it's just federal.
Yeah, like.
But I know Chase was saying like they making all their workers go back to the office.
I think they're just doing it anyway,
Yeah,
which is crazy. But here's why I will say, like I watch a lot of I'm really big into like YouTube shorts. Weirdly enough, I don't know why. And a lot of times it'd be like a lot of judges on there. Like a lot of judges be recording their court cases and like going like viral or whatever. A lot of times what I do see is I don't know if they are included into the federal mandate, but a lot of them and
doing that from Zoom.
Yeah, a lot of the attorneys be on Zoom. And,
Oh yeah, that's all shit be now. Zoom.
So I wonder if they will be affected from it directly. I wonder.
The federal cases for sure. Like, nah, bring your ass up in here. Like, put the mask on if need be. But you know what I mean. You coming into the courtroom today. You know what I mean. A lot of them shits was backed up. You know, for months, damn near years. You know what I mean, due to what COVID did to the country. Like, it's almost like Trump is still treating COVID as if it wasn't the biggest of deals. Like, nigga, the country shut down. You know what I mean? So for you to come in and, you know, do certain things that you're doing, which is a direct result of what COVID did to the country, like, it's crazy to me. And it's so wild that his party, his cabinet, you know, the people, you know, who's pretty much on his team, like, they so scared of Trump that he never gets like any type of backlash from that party at all. It's like, it almost makes it seem like do Democrats, are they haters and they just hate Trump so much? Like, cause it ain't too many Republicans. Now the ones that came out and supported Kamala, you know, when she was on the campaign and all that, you know, that deflected from when Trump was running or whatnot. It's a couple. It's been a handful, but it's like,
They scared to death though.
huh?
They scared to death.
Scared to fucking death. You know what I mean? It's like, and you know, shout out to Biden for doing what he did with the pardons and shit like that, because that's another thing that I wanted to speak to y'all about. So Trump went in and, you know, from the January 6th, from the situation that took place at Capitol Hill, what's the insurrection? Trump has now went in and pardoned everybody involved with that. I think it was over 1,500 people, individuals.
Really?
I seen a couple of them putting out videos like, now I'm going to buy hella guns, good looking Trump and all that. You know what I mean? It's almost like a slap in the face. You know what I mean?
Pardoned 1,500 of
1,500 people. You know what I mean? And like,
because JD Vance was saying that, like, people that the pardon was supposed to only happen to those that didn't like do anything to like the police officers and
right.
stuff. You know what I mean? But then Trump went in there and pardoned everybody. So like,
Everybody.
if you was involved with causing any harm to like the officers,
Very,
that
very
you weren't supposed to get the pardon. Trump just let everybody through, and then so they brought it up like, you know, your vice president said that you weren't going to pardon everybody, and he was just like, I don't know what he's talking about. Like, then he then he gave the pardon old dude from the Silk Road.
yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
He was supposed. Didn't he have life?
Yeah, life.
Yeah.
Yeah, life in prison.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what Silk Road is, Blaze?
Dude that took advantage of everybody.
Silk Road was the black market. Remember, you could sell he had this underground black market, and you can buy anything on there on the black market. And he was like, the transactions had to be through Bitcoin though.
You're right.
So people were selling rocket launchers, organs, like it was like crazy, like drugs, like everything.
Yeah, the nigga had life, and Trump
got,
pardoned him. He's out. Like he's out, free man right now.
And he had got life in prison.
I mean, unfortunately, man, y'all really put me onto a lot of stuff when we come here because I've been off the grid a little bit. So I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that was a big deal.
Hey, him with this, I know I've been seeing little things about these tariffs they keep trying to put on these other countries.
Yeah, and see, and I'm not even quite sure.
They're saying it's going
How he going to even be able to pull that off? Like,
it's going to be a crazy markup on all our goods if we do that.
So that's what I'm saying.
I think it's going to start a war though. Like, because the nigga like.
That's what I'm saying right now. It says Trump issuing tariffs after Colombia turns back deportation flights. So he's a narrative king, right? So it's like, oh, I pushed this whole narrative during the elections about all these immigrants. So he's just been doing crazy deportation flights, putting a whole bunch of people that shouldn't be here on planes and sending them back. But they get into these countries and they are not taking these people.
Right, like no. So speaking of the mass deportation that he's trying to put into effect, you know what I mean? And I saw a report somewhere that ICE was showing up to schools and taking kids out. You know, they even said ICE was here in Columbus. I don't know how true it is.
Y'all seen that on Reddit? They were saying it was on Morris Road.
Yeah, running into these international markets and shit like that. What's your thoughts on what it looks like? The optics of it looks like only black and brown. You know what I mean? Or them is the only ones that they're focusing on. Like all these other illegal immigrants that look like European or whites. You know what I mean? Like they just sitting here chilling. You know what I mean? Like. It ain't really affecting them. What's your stance on, or both of y'all can answer, like, do y'all have I'll speak for myself first, like, and this may sound ignorant, but it was like, for me, I never really cared that much about illegal immigrants being here. You know what I mean? Every now and then I get frustrated with them when I'm in traffic, you know what I mean? But outside of that, I never was the type that was like, look at this person here that's possibly taking the opportunity away from me, or look at this person here. I always like, shit, they in these third world countries, like they able to get over here and have a peaceful night of sleep. You know what I mean? Like that's how I always looked at it. And I guess I'm naive when it comes to that a little bit, because it was almost like they're not affecting me. They don't bother me like it.
I'll take the same stance.
You know what I mean? Like
all right.
But why do they bother other people though?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's the same thing I just said earlier with the fear thing. Oh, people are getting killed.
Right.
People getting killed.
Just like the whole narrative they was trying to run
in Springfield. Yeah, eating the dogs and shit and cats.
Like, it's fear politics. It's just what it is. And it's unfortunate, man. But like, yeah, there's going to be some immigrants that come over that commit crimes. Do violent crimes at that. I don't know if there's anything that anybody could do to ever stop that from happening in its totality. So I don't know, man.
And last, we spoke about it briefly at the top. The DEI, the diversity. I think it's equality or equity or something inclusion. We have to look it up, to make sure we get it correct. But Trump has spoke out against that several times, but he went in there and wanted, each company to eliminate that, roll back any of the DEI hires. He's also was
equity and inclusion.
Okay, yeah. He's also encouraging anyone that's in a DEI position that they be placed on leave, but he wants the position terminated. He wants them pretty much fired. And he's come out and said it's like, at first I thought it was like, no, that ain't. I know a nigga ain't coming out saying.
They've been say that was part of the initiative. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, like when he was running for president for this next election, that was at first they was calling it Project 2025.
Project 25.
And this was on there.
Yeah. The
giving police immunity was on there. Like a lot of this stuff, he said he was going to do this stuff if he gets back in office.
He's doing it right in front of our eyes. So. Some of these big time companies, Target being the main one that we can focus on. Target came out in support of it. You know what I mean? And y'all remember last week I told you about how Walmart, and I was like, we shouldn't be fucking with Walmart. You know what I mean? And what they did, they played in our face. They eliminated it before Trump even got in office. Facts. But then they went and hired Busta Rhymes, Nia Long, and all them to run their Christmas campaigns.
But honestly though, I mean, let's keep it real. Trump, him getting in there, he's basically trying to do anything that the Biden administration basically put in order. They're trying to reverse anything that had to do with him in their administration, right? But also too, we gotta be honest. Like a lot of these programs, a lot of the stuff that a lot of these major companies was doing, they were only doing it because that was the new narrative, right?
Right.
Like, and I was always telling my homies and telling people being black is only gonna be cool for so long. Like eventually we ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like let's be honest. Like
Still
that was the thing. The Black Lives Matter and all these companies was creating all this stuff because they didn't want black people tearing their stuff up. You know, remember all the riots was breaking out all across the country. People was looting stores and stuff. So everybody started, hey, we stand with you. So they started creating all this stuff. But I eventually knew that the plug would get pulled on a lot of these things, and we slowly seen it rolling out. Like you said, Walmart did it slowly. A lot of these companies, they were screaming, black, 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 and then you see that shit start happening less and less and less. Yeah. We weren't really getting no commercials, really wasn't getting no ads. And
this Target one is getting a lot of traction because y'all know how it's trendy and it's an ongoing thing where people like. They the way that they speak of Target and put it on such a high pedestal. Right. But now this is the time. And speaking of that, I seen Amanda Seales saying that I fuck with Amanda Seales. Like I know she catch a lot of backlash. For some of her takes and how outspoken she is. Yeah. But I saw a video actually this morning when I woke up. She was saying like I'm giving y'all a heads up as of February the 1st. I'll be leaving all Meta platforms. I'm gonna start a newsletter. I'll be on Patreon. I'll still be with YouTube. But she's also said, I'm not fucking with Target no more and all that. Like, because at some point, I feel like we have to take a stand for something.
But that is our problem, Reese. Is like, we be feeling like, as a whole, we be feeling like we can't do it. It's like,
I could go the rest of my life without shopping at Target.
I never really been a Target person.
You know what I mean? Really like, it ain't the biggest of deal.
Like, and then, in certain, I seen a post on Twitter today, X, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it Twitter. But they were saying, like, they was in New York, and they was like, honestly, if you live in New York, it's so easy to not even step foot in places like Target. Because, you know what I mean? Because we have so much access. We have all these little bodegas and all these little small mom and pop shops. And, so they was like, if New York really want to get on it, like, it's easy for us to not shop at their place. You know what I mean? But so being in the Midwest, we're accustomed more
Targets and Walmart's
to chain.
Almost got us in chokeholds.
Yeah, chain stores, period. Because we in the Midwest. And we just so commercialized here.
So do y'all think... this is gonna be something real? Do y'all think like it's not gonna be niggas?
It's not gonna be real because it's not gonna be enough of us taking a stand. That'd be go back to what you were saying, Reese. The more we take a stand and the more we start causing real dents in people's pockets, then we'll start to see some change. But also too, you got to think a lot of these companies they own multiple. You know what I mean? They in bed with a lot of these other spots that we mess with. So it's like, are you really messing up the bottom line?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
That's just the that just be the problem, Reese, man. Like sometimes I wake up, bro.
About all this shit.
Sometimes I wake up, Reese, I just be like, bro, like in our lifetime, I feel like we ain't never gonna see no change in our lifetime.
That's crazy. But it is a reality that
we so far behind the 8 ball, bro, and anytime we make baby steps, fuck the outside. We be quick to tear each other down. Like anytime you see somebody making some striving for greatness, making some footsteps, you're gonna see a gang of our own race ganging up to try to find some dirt on them and get them out of here.
I think that change, though, Des, is so incremental. It's sometimes hard to recognize. True. Sometimes it's a situation where you look back 50 years from a time and then be like, if you think even like we 40 year, right? If you think back 40 years ago, like has there been any change that's happened? And it's like, if you look at it from that bird's eye view, you can see, is this a significant change? But when we're in the moment, it feels like not a lot of change is happening. I believe this, Des. I think if I'm in the 80s or 90s, when the little black explosion happened, where it was like all these people were marketing to us, I don't know if that happens back in the day.
Absolutely not.
You know, so I do like. When
and that's because we got certain tools now. You know,
that's true.
Social media, bro. Think about it. Think about what you was talking about earlier with Trump. The reason why Trump has been able to run it up so crazy is because he tapped in with social media, and then he tapped in with Elon Musk.
Elon Musk,
and Mark,
Zuckerberg,
and Mark Zuckerberg. You know what I'm saying?
and Jeff Bezos.
You know what I'm saying? All the heavy hitters
I feel a way about.
tap in with him.
I feel a way about Elon though.
So Elon, I got him on the docket as well.
I'm with you though, Blaze. You know.
Elon at the Trump inauguration, it's been alleged that that was a Nazi salute. I mean, I'm not all the way.
I feel like they're playing into it at this point. I think that they pick with people. I really believe, I think that's what the Trump administration does, and it's like, how can we keep our names in there?
Yeah, they
I feel
like
into it a little.
But they come from that school of all press is good press.
Yeah.
But what still be so crazy, and I agree with what you just said, is that yet and still he can come out and do something so super derogatory or something super negative and still have approval of his base. Like, did y'all see the shit how he did the mayor of California when they were sitting down speaking about the wreckage and all that shit out there with the fires and everything? Like, the people want to get their lots cleared and try to get back to potentially rebuild it. But everybody knows that you don't have a fucking fire of that size, the chemical toxins and all that shit that's in the air, that's in the debris. You can't just walk up in there and be doing that. Trump's like, you guys are dragging your feet. Like, they want to come back and build. Why ain't you letting them? You know what I mean? Like, this, he's sitting down with the mayor.
Listen, he's the king of the narrative, though. You know what I mean? Like, and Reese, first of all, there's nothing that he can do to his base.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that he can do that's gonna make his base.
And that's what, like, niggas like me, we need to get that up, thinking that his base is gonna get frustrated or mad at him. Like,
never,
because they're not.
They would only get mad at him if he just switches and does a full 180.
Right, if he came on our side with
Correct.
it. You know what I mean?
But even then, I think that they still would be with it. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, man. Like, it's the thing with Trump too, and not even just Trump, like just politics, period. I be trying not to get too caught up in it. You know what I mean? Because it's something that that fucks with your emotions and your just the way it knows how to invoke or get you at a point to where you feeling a way, you know what I mean? And then you can even slightly get the feeling away against, somebody of the opposite race. You know what I mean? Like, cause now you want like, yeah, you fucking Trump. Like, you see a nigga with a Trump sign on their car. You know what I mean? You get to like, man, get your bitch up. You rev up on them and all that shit. Like, but I just hate what politics has done to the country. You know what I mean?
So, Reese, in my situation, I refuse to allow myself to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to even, and maybe this is the wrong way. Maybe this is like the civil rights mindset of it. Like, yeah. I don't want to look at them and automatically just
right. We shouldn't. I know I'm wrong when I do that, like, because it's okay for somebody to like and support Trump. Like, I don't want that to be, the message, that we even trying to put out here. Like, clearly people like him. 50 million people voted for this man. You know what I mean? Like, now whether it be for, racial reasons, you know what I mean? Whatever it may be, he won the vote. And he had 50 plus million people that voted for him. Mm-hmm. But like you were saying, Blaze, like, I don't want to be, because that's almost rooted in ignorance, like just not liking somebody strictly because of their political ties and who they choose to support. You know what I mean? So I definitely don't want to come off as that. But Trump has almost painted his base like, I don't even know if he's aware of it, but he has his base looking like they're racist. You know what I mean? And I know all of them ain't, but the shit that he puts, you know what I mean? The shit that he puts on display for us, it's like, how do y'all support that? You know what I mean? And why?
Well, I mean, have you ever had a conversation with a supporter though?
I have.
I've had a conversation with a Brown supporter, and you'll realize right away, like, oh.
Do they go to the finances of it? Like,
nah, like some of it is just. I had a conversation. I'm gonna make sure I protect this person because I consider him a friend who's brown. Yeah. Who's not from here.
Yeah. That'd be a trip too. The Mexicans that support him.
Yeah, it's what this person wasn't a Mexican descent.
Yeah.
Which makes it even crazier of the descent, like because if from their country. It takes 13 to 18 years for them to have family members come over to this country. And so you would think like, oh, I'm thinking that automatically this is not what your cup of tea.
Right.
But after speaking with them, it's, believe it or not, the standpoint, the stance they took was actually immigration, right? And so you're thinking like, there's no way that could be your stance. But that person was pretty much saying like, hey, like I had to work so hard to get here, and these people would just get to come over here, and I don't like that. Like,
yeah,
it's not just like why are we?
My brother Sharif, because his wife she works for the government, so and he was saying how she's basically trying to find another job because she's like I'm not gonna be able to do 4 years of this in there or whatever, but he was saying that same thing, like you would be surprised, but a lot of people of
a lot of immigrants.
Yeah, they take that stance that look, I went through the proper channels to get here. You should do the same thing. So it's just like, nah, don't. Get them. Don't.
And I don't even know how true this is, so I don't want to be ignorant. But a lot of their stance is that they feel like these illegal immigrants are getting a ton of
money, a free government, like housing.
Me personally, I just don't understand that. Like I don't. Like, even them saying that they can vote. I'm saying, well, they're illegally here. This is the part, like, because I like having the conversation.
Right. How are they voting if they're illegally here?
Explain this to me. Like, how could they vote?
How?
And then guess what happens? Then dot. There's no more conversation. And a lot of it is based off that. I'm hearing what I'm hearing from these media hubs, and then I'm just rolling with it instead of doing the proper research and understanding that.
Full circle, what you just said.
You know what I mean?
It's fear. But also, too, we live in that era where like nobody's really doing the research. We taking the captions, we taking the
running with shorts.
Yeah, like yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And then we just running with that. We not going to
for the record. This person didn't know nothing about the Capitol and the insurrection. They had no idea. Just for the record, I'm just letting you know.
How though?
I'm just giving you what happened.
It's crazy. Enough of the politics shit, you know what I mean? We can get up off of that, you know what I mean? But I think, we have to, cover it and give people our perspectives on it, you know what I mean? Because it is something that we face with on the daily, you know what I mean? We all got 9 to 5s, we all go into corporate America, and we see the other side of it, you know what I mean? So, it's just something that's always on my mind, you know what I mean? And again, like what both of y'all are saying, it's almost because I think I got kids that's coming up, and I know it's could potentially shape what their future is going to look like. You know what's going on in the world right now, because again, we kind of not going to really see these changes. You know what I mean? We may see them, but we may not be able to enjoy them or disapprove of them. You know what I mean? So. It's more so just being a concern of
trying to lay down the groundwork for the future.
And with that said, you know what I mean, he's president, y'all. You know what I mean? There's nothing that can be done about that, unless he happens to be damn, I done forgot the term.
Assassinated?
Not assassinated.
No, that's
impeached.
Okay, all right. I thought that's where he was reaching. But.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. I was talking about impeach.
But speaking of assassin, we don't want to put it on the record. We don't want the CIA and FBI kicking in our door.
But speaking of that, real quick before we get up out the political bag, CIA and FBI and all that, Trump also said that he was going to declassify the records of the assassinations of Martin Luther King, Robert Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, and Robert Kennedy.
Why though?
Just again to tug at the emotions.
We keep asking the wrong questions when we know the answer to it. We know that what this is.
When I seen that, I was like, for what? Like, what does that? What does that do?
What does it do?
What does it do?
Causes different type of emotions and feelings and outrage, you know what I mean, or rage in regards to what we know the government did, at least in the case of Martin Luther King, you know what I mean.
I don't know how true it is, but they're saying that he's trying to put out a proposal for him to potentially get a third term.
Or there just be no more elections, like this be like. I don't think it's no secret because that was also part of Project 2025. He's trying to be a dictator. You know what I mean? Like, and the way that his base is set up, you know what I mean?
Right.
He got the most powerful man in the world backing him now.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And they're getting money together.
And then he controls everything. He controls the Senate.
Got the house.
He got the house.
Yeah.
He got, you know what I mean? Probably about to get the Supreme Court.
I mean, they've been had the Supreme Court.
So again.
So it's like, I mean, he put his ducks in a row. He put himself in position of power.
He's president, y'all. Like, don't trick yourself out of your spot. You know what I mean? Hold tight. You know, 4 years is not as long as it seems to be. Like, time is flying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and you just got to accept it. You know what I mean?
Look up and we'll be at the midterms.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's what's most important coming up. Like, it's time to, you know, get some of these seats changed up locally and when the midterms come around, because that's the thing. Like, if we can take back some power there during the midterms, you got a chance to, you know, see some things go different. You know what I mean? But
and Democratic Party.
Mm-hmm. I'm not done with the Democrat Party, man. Like,
be better.
Gotta be better. You know what I mean?
I don't even know who the next person is.
They got to switch up their rule book, whatever it is that they doing. Their playbook is old, it's dated. You know, it's outdated, and it just, I don't know. You know, I don't know. Like, Trump really done came in and changed the game all the way the fuck up. You know what I mean? It might be for the betterment. You know, in the future. Mm-hmm. You know, it might get us to where we get the proper candidate in there that knows how to stand up to something like this or that knows how to combat it. You know what I mean? So you never know. But again, he's president. What's done is done. Still got to live your life. Don't let what's going on out here in the world fuck up, you know, your reality. You know what I mean? Like, because a lot of this shit is reality TV. You know what I mean? So don't let it fuck you up, man. Like, please don't trick yourself out of no position. Don't find yourself in jail behind no bullshit. None of that, man. It ain't worth it. To the fuck shit, though, man. Let's get to it. Let's have some fun. The Prince of the City has spoken. Bow Wow. You niggas, boy, man. Listen, every time Columbus goes viral, it's for the wrong fucking reasons, Every fucking time.
Every time.
And here, what we talking about, like, we love Bow.
Love him.
You know what I mean? We champion Bow. But Bow always seems to find himself on the corny side of, you know, of the arguments, and just his approach. Bow recently, you know, had some comments. I'll pull them up here as I'm talking about it. Like, he came out with a statement, like, what it was, like, you remember when it first hit the chat, you know, I said, you know, Bow drunk, man. He's sauced. You know what I mean? Like, we had just won the national championship. Mm-hmm. Salute to the Buckeyes. And we're going to speak about that a little later when we get to sports. But Bow's at the national championship game. Like, it's almost like a storybook for him. The national championship game is in Atlanta, where he's, you know, done moved to, where he's been adopted by Atlanta. His home team, Columbus, the Buckeyes, is playing in the championship game, and they win. It's almost like best of both worlds. You know, that's probably how Bow looking at it. Like, I'm in fucking Atlanta. Mm-hmm. They won it here in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. My Buckeyes, he feeling good. Mm-hmm. But this thing right here, this device that's been the downfall.
I feel like I know her from somewhere.
She looks super familiar. Super familiar. But, you know, Bow gets in front of the camera, and he starts just going crazy, talking about how he's the biggest to ever come out of Columbus.
I'm probably gonna be the biggest to ever come out of Columbus. And yo, it's time for you, like, fuck all the bullshit, all the bickering, all that. With Bow, he went to Atlanta. I don't want to hear none of it, bro. Let's bridge the gap and bring this shit together and get this shit cracking how it's supposed to be. Come on, bro. Niggas pay like $500,000 for a motherfucking suite for the city.
Unnecessary, Bow. He's talking about the suite at the game.
Even host a fucking event on a national stage, like, stop fucking, like, we're not doing this. Columbus gonna forever be my city and my town, nigga. Until I see a nigga do 10 million or 14 million out the city, then you big me. If you don't do that, shut up. Don't talk to me, bro. Dead ass, like, don't talk to me, bro. Ain't no, like,
Who was he talking to? That's the question.
I think he was just drunk, feeling good.
Because they stay in
Because
this
who does
comments.
this apply to?
Because they stay in this comments, but bombing name, bro.
Yeah.
So he probably just got fed up.
And look, Jermaine Dupri didn't want no parts of this. He kept like,
Shout out to Jermaine Dupri.
yeah.
Because Jermaine Dupri allowed him to be able to do this because it was Jermaine Dupri who was writing these lyrics.
Right.
Who always shouted out
And
Columbus.
ROC. He wrote.
Yeah. ROC he was the hype man too.
Shout out to T.I. too.
Yeah, T.I. wrote early on.
Weezy,
He wrote
Prince of the
a lot of
Old
Bow's
Town.
Cash Money stuff. T.I. did.
No, but he
wrote Fresh on Me.
He wrote About Weezy, Prince of the Old Town.
See, I
Just
wrote
got the
that.
wheels clean. Saw him riding slow now. Yes.
Shout out to Push Up Boys, my nigga Dove and them and Julius. Like I don't know if y'all hip to J Management.
Mm-hmm.
They was the Push Up Boys. They were signed to the Franchise Boys right here in Columbus. It's a lot of ties. You know what I mean? But let's get back to the Bow Wow comments and Columbus for whatever reason getting offended by it. Like, if I can agree with the city on one thing is that, and this is just me, not being fully aware because he might be done did some shit, is that his presence in the city is not there. You know what I mean? Like, it's not felt, at least to my knowledge. Do I think Bow, do I fault him or blame him for leaving when he was a kid? Hell no. He was chasing a dream and it happened for him. He is there in Atlanta now, and that's what his home is now. You know what I mean? Like, JD is who he was signed to. That's a father figure to him. Mm-hmm. So it's naturally that he was there with him all this time. Did he have the opportunity to, once he became grown and able to make his own decisions, did he have the opportunity to put an infrastructure here in Columbus or to make things a pipeline almost? Like, you know what I mean? Like, for somebody to come behind him or to put any type of thing in play for the city to be able to thrive off of Bow Wow's fame and recognition and, the money that he's amassed. I'm not that mad at Bow. You know what I mean? Like, he was a kid.
I'm not mad at Bow at all.
I mean, Reese, bro, he was a child rapper. You know what I'm saying? He left the city like at 6, 7. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you got to think. So then as you get older, bro, he's born here, but he was raised in Atlanta.
Right.
But his marketing though was Columbus.
Columbus.
His first video, did he have a Buckeye jersey on?
Yeah.
Bow Wow has shouted out Columbus more than anybody ever.
Bounce with me.
Yeah. I wanna thank you. I'm talking about just like when it.
I love that song.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, it wouldn't be no.
That's what I'm saying. Look,
That's why I'm a ride for you.
y'all can say, people can say whatever they want to say. Bow Wow is a legend, bro. He's a legend, bro.
For sure.
Come on, man.
Can't forget about the Midwest. That's where I was found. That's where I rep in Columbus is the town.
Yeah. Like,
Somebody put together go ahead and keep talking.
but I just feel like, I hear what you're saying, but honestly, it's like, I feel like once he got older, my whole thing is this: what did niggas want him to come back and do? Just sign people?
I think what niggas is like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, like feel your presence, stuff like that. But I know that there was times I can speak on on Twitter when he would try to speak on the city about trying to come back and trying to do X, Y, and Z. All people would do was just shit on him. You know what I'm saying?
he did have 1 year where he came back and did a Celebrity All-Star game with Jermaine Dupri and them. He did it at the St. John Arena.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He brought the whole So Def down. Nelly came down with him and all that.
He gave Critty a free verse.
Gave Critty the verse. You know what I mean?
You remember that?
You remember that?
They threw the big party at the Red Zone.
Yeah.
They had the party at the Red Zone, and I remember that weekend. It was a crazy weekend.
I remember that.
Had the city on fire. I'm thinking when you get to a position and even we can take it off Bow Wow and kind of even get on Mike Red. You know what I mean? I think there is an obligation. Once you make it to
Mike Brown.
who? Mike Brown, the coach. Yeah. And that's the thing, they may be doing stuff in different sectors that we just ain't privy to.
I feel like one of us would come.
Somebody would know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know Mike Red is heavy in the business world.
And salute to Mike Red because he rebuilt Jay Ashburn. He put a beautiful recreation center in the middle of the hood on the west side in his community where he came from. He built his dad a brand new church. You know what I mean? For the people, the community of the west side. You know, so That is doing something. That's
what
a big
I'm saying.
deal.
I be feeling like people be doing stuff, but it's like I feel like no matter
If
what
it
you
don't
do,
affect,
it's
yeah.
never enough though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if Bow Wow was to wake up today and sign 3 niggas, why didn't you sign 5? If
Right.
Bow Wow was to come
Why
back
you
today,
sign them niggas
if
and
Bow
not-
Wow was to come back today and donate $1 million to the city of Columbus, why didn't you do 2? Like, like no matter what you do, it's never gonna be enough.
But you know, just doing it, period though. Like, it's cool. Like, take them shots at niggas, like, cause that's the thing. Niggas can throw them shots, but you can be like, I did it though. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing though. Like, from right now, from what it looks like, is that he ain't did nothing.
But see, I don't be liking this shit too because like I feel like we got a lot of our own people that live here,
Right.
been living here their whole damn life, and don't do shit.
That's not a fair comparison.
It's not because of the income, because of the money and the notoriety.
The income, the notoriety,
but still,
the resources.
But I feel like in order to get help, you got to help yourself, bro.
Oh, facts. I agree with you.
And I feel like a lot of people, this may not apply to all, but I feel like when these type of conversations come up, niggas be looking for handouts, bro.
True. It's always
You know what
somebody
I'm
looking for
saying?
handouts.
It's like you got to put in your own work. You got to, because my thing is this: if Bow Wow was to come to try to give people opportunities, whatever, a lot of niggas ain't even in position to reciprocate the opportunity. Like, you know what I mean? They don't have their stuff together to even take advantage of the opportunity. You feel what I'm saying? Because we see it a lot where, and not just in the city, just in general, where artists might get certain spotlights and shit like that, but they can't take off after the notoriety because they don't have their stuff in order to piggyback off it, like the pop out, right? A lot of people be like, "Oh, Kendrick ain't," but I feel like Kendrick gave a lot of good looks, but it's just like, what did people do after the look? You know what I mean? Was your ducks in order for you to take advantage of the opportunity and the exposure? So I do be hearing what people are saying, and I agree with you to an extent, but some of the people that was making these videos and getting on IG and saying stuff, I'm just like, what exactly do you want? What exactly are you looking for?
Well, let's
or are you just trying to pile on Bow Wow because everybody's trying to shit on you?
Let's do hypotheticals here. You know, just with us.
Right.
Do you feel like just outside of him being a legend and what he did in music?
Yeah.
First, are we in agreement or no that there should be an obligation for him to do something, you know, for the city, like, or either, whether it be using your resources, whether it be starting programs, donating,
absolutely,
you know,
absolutely.
to literally something.
Yeah, like let's not get it twisted, Reese. Like, is Bow Wow in a position to help out the city and help people? Absolutely. You know,
because I don't give a fuck about the music. Like, if Bow Wow never signed a person to music, cool. Like,
okay.
He ain't even popping the music no more like that.
And I respect that. Okay, I think I know a lot of when I was looking at this, I feel like a lot of people was coming at it on like some music type shit.
I seen that a lot.
And I'm trying to like, but I'm with you. Fuck the music. You know what I mean? There's definitely things that Bow Wow can do without him even physically touching the soil. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of things that Bow Wow can help put in place, facilitate, organize to help the city become a better place.
Facts.
I agree with that 100%.
And so Le'Veon Bell inserted himself in it. I'm not going to play his clip, but, you know, he fired back at Bow Wow with the typical, like, I didn't even know you was from here. You ain't made music and such. But, you know, he did say something at the end that caught me, because a lot of that shit was just like white noise to me. But at the end, when he was like, you know, I'll also put $1 million turf down at my high school.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's
how much was that turf?
He said $1 million. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? But the fact that he went in and put turf at his high school, you know, that was enough for me.
That cost $1 million?
Don't even give me the line. Like, I can't tell you what the square foot
he
of.
just be having a lot of cap in his rap. That's all.
Oh yeah. Niggas lie. Like,
yeah, like.
But, you know, it was confirmed that, like, he did put in a new field at Groveport High School. Whether it costs $1 million or if it costs $10, like, he put something new.
$1 million is a crazy number.
Is it crazy? I don't know.
For artificial turf?
You got the prices? I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know the prices. But
$1 million reaches a lot of money.
But
For 100 yards.
I'm with you, Reese. Long story less long. Can Bow Wow? Are there things that Bow Wow can help facilitate and put in place to help the city be a better place? Absolutely. But I do not like the stance that a lot of people from the city take.
Yeah,
I hate how motherfuckers get on social media and be trying to shit on Bow Wow all day and all night. And I think it's corny because if I'm Bow Wow, like that won't motivate me to come back and help.
I'm still not
That's
doing that
gonna
for you
motivate me
niggas.
to be like, fuck you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm never coming
Yeah.
home. I'm not doing shit for y'all.
Punk ass bitch made this loyal.
Yeah. That's how y'all gonna do me?
You're gonna be playing basketball in Pelican Bay with us.
Because for real, like, so
The numbers say 500,000 to $1 million.
$500, like, you know, so again,
Yeah.
like, salute to
So
Lady
yeah,
Al
but
for doing that.
you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, yo, man, look, instead of making them type of videos and shit, Le'Veon, tap in with Bow Wow, and let's
Let me keep it a buck. You know what I mean? I know y'all don't know nothing about, you know, the socials and all that, but when all this was going on, I definitely reached out to Bow, you know, in the camp. Like, you know, you got a home over here at WWTB if you want to come speak your piece.
Hey, salute,
You know what I
Reese,
mean?
and
Like-
for real, you know what I'm saying? Because look, and we coming from a super non-biased standpoint, but yeah, because I feel like that's one of our biggest disadvantages. You know, we don't have a lot of stars from here. We don't have we don't move like a lot of our favorite places we'd like to go to. You know,
Right.
Atlanta, New York, this, that, and the third. Like, and that's normal. You know, they got so many people coming from their towns.
Yeah.
It's easy to, for people to give back and do their thing. You know, we come from it's really, Columbus isn't a small town, but we kind of treat it like a small town.
Right.
And, so when Le'Veon did that, I think that was a bad look. I think.
We still operate as a college town,
Yeah,
which
do.
we are.
We
You know,
are.
we're a
We're
college
a
town.
big college town.
Yeah.
I feel like, I think that would have been
Say
way
that shit
doper for Le'Veon
Tuscaloosa.
to hit up Bow Wow behind the scenes. They link up and then make a video like, look,
So they did say that they came together and they had some understanding and that they was going to make their presence felt.
Hey, shout out to you, man. The one video that I did see that I thought was dope, a lot of people may not fuck with it, but, our guy EKT had Bow Wow on live.
I seen it.
And I thought that was a good look.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good look, man. Listen, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I fuck with Bow Wow. You can no Bow Wow slander coming this way. Bow Wow is a legend. What Bow Wow did in the rap game, whether you like it or not, was legendary.
Listen, we gonna give Bow his flowers always over here. In closing, what we'll do for the naysayers out there saying Bow don't rep the city, he ain't never bigged up Columbus. We got this for you. CO614. That's I didn't even know older Bow was still rapping.
And he was going crazy on them green light mixtapes.
Yeah.
He was going crazy.
The pressure
He had a point.
Brown was dealing
He had a
with.
point. He was going in. He had a point. Hey man, my niggas said they seen. A few of my niggas went down to Atlanta for the national championship game. They said they seen Bow Wow in Magic City, and if you from the city, and you know Lil OJ, they said Bow Wow was shorter than OJ.
Shout out to OJ, man. OJ was out there wet as hell. Pause. Every video I seen.
I see OJ last night. Because OJ said he's never been to Atlanta. He said that was the first time ever out there. He said, nigga, we all got to go out there again. He's like, I ain't never been to Atlanta.
My nigga Diggs wanted me to come out there. He live out there. Shout out to my homie Diggs. I don't know why, I know part of the reason why was the Buck. I ain't really want to be out there like that, but for whatever reason, like I just didn't even think to get to Atlanta for the game. Like, and Columbus took Atlanta the fuck over. We already got so many people living out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was a beautiful thing to see that. So with that said, we can get into it. The motherfucking Buckeyes, man.
Welcome to Buckeye City.
The Buckeyes, they did that shit.
Remember that play?
They did it.
Dawson's released.
Whose song is that?
What?
Welcome to Buckeye City. Whose song was that? Over the you don't remember that, Reese?
No, hell no.
Yeah, you do.
Bro, somebody made a Welcome to Buckeye City.
Oh, they used to play it on
the,
107.5, didn't they?
Yeah, over the what's the name be? Over the Jay-Z and Cameron song.
Yeah, welcome to
City.
Wasn't it ain't the dude that did the other anthems, like they do all the Buckeye anthems?
Mecca the Diamond?
Mecca, yeah.
It was. This is pre-Mecca Down.
We gotta Google this. He gotta get his props.
Just put it in Google. It'll pop up. Welcome to Buckeye City.
Welcome to Buckeye City.
Blaze, while we looking at that, let me ask you:
that on IG.
Is this the most impressive run to a national championship in college football history?
Yeah,
I agree. Like,
what was done? I mean, like after, as y'all know, I was at the Michigan game. I am a person who likes to go back and watch the games on the TV copy. I cannot watch the Ohio State Michigan game. I refuse to watch it. I've never seen 1 second of the video footage of the game. It was one of the most despicable performances I've ever seen.
Was it? Yeah, I kind of done put that into distant memory. You found it.
But to come off of that and to show up, and I mean, the path was crazy. It wasn't like they had like the Penn State path.
Right.
It was like
we had
Tennessee,
blue collar,
Oregon, Texas,
or
and
blue
Texas.
blood, I should say.
And Notre Dame, even though I thought Notre Dame played a really good game, even though it was belt to ass a lot of the game for sure.
Only thing that I this is, I got to throw a little shade in there. For us to score 31 unanswered points in that game, it was a letdown of how it ended for me. Like, you clearly are, the better team if you can run off 31 unanswered on somebody. Is that fair enough to say that?
Yeah.
So for us to only win, what was the score?
I found the song, but it don't say who made it.
Is it 38-31? What was the final score? We only won by 7, right?
No, we won by 11.
11.
Remember, we was up by 8 and kicked the field goal?
That's right. I felt like Ryan Day slightly, went into that tuck your tail, and
we nitpicking at this point though.
Yeah, we are. We the national champs, and I don't want to take nothing away from that accomplishment. It restored the feeling here in the city. The city was just on the ultimate high, and still is. Even today, with the national championship celebration taking place at the Horseshoe. How we feeling? Did niggas hit watch parties? Like, what y'all do for the game? Did y'all?
Nah, I watched the game at the crib for real.
The crib?
I ain't.
Yep. I watched it with my dad. I watched the game with my pops and Javon. It was definitely so this is what happened. The first drive, you looking like, because you never know what Buckeye team's gonna show up.
They ate the whole quarter up on that drive.
Literally like
18 plays.
Yeah,
10 minutes.
Yeah, it was 10 minutes. Like I think it was like 9 minutes, 15 seconds.
Yeah, something crazy.
But when I heard that the quarterback went to the sideline and threw up from Notre Dame, I was like, okay, if we can just score right here, it's game on. That's exactly what happened. We went right down the field against his top defense and scored, no problem. Yeah. Great play design from Chip Kelly. That's why people are making jokes right now. I don't know if you know this at this time, but we're recording on Sunday, and Jim Knowles just went to Penn State. But people are making jokes right now that Nick Saban's going to be our next defensive coordinator because there's no way you should have Chip Kelly as your offensive coordinator. But yeah, man, they played well. Man, I'm definitely super proud of them. Yeah, man, I mean, we champs.
Repeat?
I don't see it.
You don't see it? How you feeling, Des?
I mean, it feels good. I'm glad we was able to get it done. I feel like this was definitely a important year for Ryan Day's legacy as a Buckeye.
Yeah.
He was able to get it done. I'm still upset that we own 4 to those guys up north right now. This was definitely the year to do it. I'm still mad that we let them get that off.
It's so cold.
But yeah, the landscape of college football is totally different now. It's turned into the NFL slowly because of the NIL money and the transfer portal. So who knows what the hell's gonna happen next year? You feel me? But
they got us number 1 right now, early preseason.
We got a lot of important pieces coming back. I'm kind of lit. I don't know.
Who's our QB next year?
Buckeye Blaze. I was about to say, how you feeling about
Is
the QB
Nolan
next year?
our QB?
Nah, Nolan. He going to South Carolina.
He left?
Yeah.
I know. Didn't we just lose somebody else too?
Yeah,
lost number 33.
yeah.
Brown.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Sane.
He stayed to get that ring though, right? He didn't leave till afterwards.
Yeah, he said he wanted to make sure he held his responsibility.
He wanted to get that.
I think they're saying Sane gonna be the quarterback.
Julian Sane is the quarterback that we got from Alabama. He was the number one quarterback in the country last year. When Nick Saban left, he transferred to Ohio State.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's going to be the quarterback next year.
He black?
No, white guy. I don't think we're gonna see a black
quarterback
quarterback
for a
for a while.
I'm getting sick of the white boys up under center.
I think the black.
So-
hey, DEI ended, and the black quarterback run is ended.
Fuck that. We're getting back to if it ain't white, it ain't right.
The DEI program ended, and the black quarterback run has ended.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, look, I'm a racist when it comes to that.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, their goal was. It was Aaron Nolan's team, right?
It was.
They didn't expect to get Julian Sane.
And you said he went to South Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to South Carolina.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's too many quarterbacks. You're probably gonna get one more.
When did he transfer out though? Did this just happen?
Right at the end of the year.
Right in here. Yeah.
So before
He seen the writing on the wall, like, oh yeah, y'all trying to, because they wanted 33 to be the starter next year.
Well, they wanted Julian Sane to be. They always thought he was gonna transfer.
Oh yeah. They
Julian Sane was gonna be a starter.
Right.
I hope he's good. The little time he's played, I didn't really love it.
Yeah.
But you'll have time to develop. That's the part where I don't think that's where the team is going to struggle next year. But the money's flowing right now. I think the rumor is that they probably had to pay Jeremiah $5 million to stay.
Yeah, because what they do, what like a $3-4 million bag?
$4.5 million tampering bag at him, and even $1 million to Carnell Tate. So it's a lot about can you hold on to your players. Obviously, we just lost our coach. I mean, $3.1 million is what Penn State is paying Jim Knowles. That is the richest contract for an assistant in college football history. So you just got to be. You don't know what your team will look like next year.
Yeah,
that's just the truth. But I'm super proud of what they did. Ryan Day needed it. You can tell he's just like. You might even see a different coach next year. Because it's like how sometimes the coach get that monkey off his back.
Monkey off his back, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This was real pivotal to his legacy, bro. He had to get it done.
I'm super impressed by what the offensive line did this past year.
Definitely the best line in the country.
I mean, to have those injuries that they had, I mean, you lost the Remington Award winner, and oh boy, that left tackle, he's going to be probably the top tackle taken in the draft. And because the dude that coaches the offensive line, Justin Fry, has been getting a lot of grief because his recruiting ain't been great. That's the reason why we end up in the situation where we got to move Donovan Jackson from guard to tackle. You know how crazy that is? Yeah. So, salute to the whole team, man.
Hey, salute the fucking Heartline, boy. What he doing at that wide receiver room, man?
I ain't gonna lie. It's OG Walt for the DBs is doing the exact same thing.
Right.
He nasty with the recruitment of the DBs for sure.
Yeah, I'm super ecstatic with what he's
Jeremiah
doing.
Different though. Like it's cool. Like everybody else is cool. The Chris Olaves and them, they cool, but
they ain't him.
Jeremiah. I knew he was gonna be better than Marvin Harrison as a freshman.
And I get frustrated though that we don't force him to rock enough. I like force that nigga to ball, man. Like
you don't care if you got 3 people on him. So what?
Like that. Even in the national championship, the script that we ran, like I think he might have had like 5
catches for 88 yards.
You know what I mean? But it was only 5 attempts his way. You know what I mean? Like no, that nigga needs to have 8 to 9, 10. You know, look his way. You know what I mean? Like that play that he scored on was so nasty.
You know, Alabama ran the exact same.
They showed it. They showed it side by side that was Alabama's play. I'm like, and Nick Saban was throwing a little shade. Like he be hating on us a little bit when he be sitting up there.
He don't like Ohio State fans.
Yeah.
You know, he was at O State for a long time.
I know he was with Michigan State.
He was a head coach, but he was an assistant coach at Ohio State.
Oh, was he? I didn't know that. It's crazy how these coaches be recycled all throughout everywhere. Still in sports, you know, right now, you know, in the background, a lot of y'all can see it looks like the Eagles will be representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. They're getting busy out there. Is Washington about to score?
They're scored. This is a 2-point conversion.
Oh, okay. But y'all know what I'm all about, man. It's that Mafia. The game of all games is coming up next.
No, we still got a ball game race.
Do we? I thought it was fourth quarter.
No.
Oh, I'm tripping.
And I'm gonna be real, y'all. I mean, obviously y'all can't see the game because I'm facing the game during the podcast, but Washington really blew it. Pause.
Did they?
Y'all seen that first fumble they had, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the Eagles scored with 2 minutes left in the game, and on the kickoff, Washington fumbled again. So that's the reason why they up like they up.
Pat Mahomes legacy coming up. The opportunity to be the first team, first QB to have a three-peat in the NFL. If he was to pull this off, I'm praying that it don't happen because I'm a Bill. But I am also on the side of a black quarterback making a history. And me and Terry keep going back and forth too because he was like, yeah, Josh Allen just fucked up. Potentially it being the 4 black QBs in the championship Sunday. With Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, and Jaden Daniels. I'm like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like, sorry,
my team.
Not concerned with that.
Yeah.
But and also they tried to pull that same thing with Marcus Freeman. Like I'm starting to hate that about sports. The way that it's either you got to choose being black or do you choose your favorite team or whatnot. But if Pat Mahomes was to pull this off, do we put him as the GOAT? No, like I think he's so far from what Brady is. You know what I mean?
It's
like
such a disrespect to Tom Brady's legacy.
I'm like,
first of all, yeah, I do see Pat Mahomes as a black man.
Yeah, but not really. Like,
shout out to y'all talking about Old State earlier. There is a chance they do have one of the top ranked quarterbacks coming in who's a biracial kid from Ohio.
I want a black guy.
You want JT Barrett?
Yeah,
Cardio.
please.
Justin Fields.
Shout out to JT Barrett, offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions. Getting busy over there. Quarterback coach. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And actually, he went to Chicago.
He went to Chicago. He about to be over there with Caleb. Yeah.
So he was with Detroit.
He went with the Logan, the coordinator. Okay, that makes sense. Perfect. Salute to him.
F the Cowboys, just for the record. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I'm not a person who like roots against a team because they win a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But this what's going on with the Chiefs is just crazy. Like they don't need no help. Like why are we helping them win so much? It's ridiculous.
So you buy into that though? Like you think that they get a little favoritism or they get a little extra whistle?
I mean, it's clear. It's actually very disappointing to watch. To be honest with you, like I'm gonna be watching y'all play, and like I'm gonna be looking at that closely. Like, man, what's going on? Like, why do we gotta, And it happens. People get calls and stuff like that. I understand that, but I don't like the way the Chiefs are like being ushered to the championship game.
Listen, man. I'm really feeling good about what's going to take place today. Like, I'm feeling like we should win this game by 7 to 10 points. Like, that's how confident I am in Josh Allen and Buffalo. Like,
where we at?
We in Kansas City. Yeah. I think he gonna walk in your trap and take over your trap. You know what I mean? That's what he on.
Okay, Reese.
You know what I mean? Like, I think it's just our time. You know what I mean? It's time for a changing of the guard. You know what I mean? And it's just time. You know what I mean? Like, I think Josh is going to step up to that challenge today and get it done. You know what I mean? So I'm rooting for it. I can't wait till 6:30 gets here. One last thing in sports that I do want to get into, NBA All-Star starters have been announced for All-Star Weekend. I'll read them off here, and then I want us to react because I'm definitely feeling the way with the I just don't like the NBA's in a bad place. Like the NBA's really.
Can I ask a question?
What's up?
Does Terry use the word glazer in your chat?
I tell him he's like I done got like I be trying to disrespect Terry because I'll be so mad. I'm like you on his dick like I'll be saying shit like that now.
And I thought like man if he says it in the chat it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
New York basketball.
I see we kind of evened out. I don't like that. We've been on a little downturn lately.
Houston got y'all's number. They done beat y'all 2 straight times. I watched both of them games. Good games. I'm super. Hey, Ime Udoka, like hit as many hoes as you want. You know what I mean? Like if. He can coach his ass off. But I see why they didn't let him get over there to Brooklyn where he would have had Kyrie and KD and them and James Harden. They're like, hell no, we ain't let him get them 3. Hell no.
He got the young boys rolling.
He got them rolling.
Amen Thompson. That dude is a crazy athlete.
So here's the
brother in Detroit, I think.
Here's the All-Star starters I'll name. They haven't named reserves yet. So for the East, you got Giannis, Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, and Karl Anthony Towns. For the West,
Bodega Cat.
The West just got it all wrong. So here's the West starting five: Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, SGA, LeBron, and Jokic. I'm sorry.
I thought they was doing something different with the All-Star game this year.
No, they changed the format, like where they're gonna play like 3 or 4 different games, or like to a certain, I think they still got the Elam ending, but it's I don't know. They tinker
I
with
thought it
it.
was like some YMCA type shit.
It's something. It's gonna be multiple games that they're going to do. But I wanted to get into the starting 5, in particular the West. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and even LeBron. They shouldn't be starting. None of them.
Fan votes.
I get Steph being, the ambassador because the game is in San Fran. You know what I mean? So you almost have to start him. He's the home guy. But KD and Bron, I'm sorry. Like,
why not KD and Bron? KD, I mean,
Ja Morant should be starting in the All-Star game this year. Like, what he's doing, like, Memphis is probably like 4th in the West.
I don't know about starting.
You repping this dude because y'all looking like it's crazy.
Huh?
You repping this dude because y'all looking like it's crazy.
You don't think Ja Morant, like, he's the turnaround? Memphis last year was a lottery team when he missed the whole year, and now he got them back right in position, and he's the only guy over there.
What they go by, like, fan
they do
votes
backcourt.
and then the media vote?
Well, yeah, the fan vote is the starting 5.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But there is still some politics to it because
like media.
Bronny was leading. Baby Bronny, he was leading all vote getters.
Was it?
Yes.
Wow.
You know what I mean? They was like, hey, no.
He don't qualify.
We're not doing that. Like, he ain't playing.
Hey, yeah, the league would be in an uproar if he made this All-Star game.
But Giannis actually was the overall vote winner. He got the most votes, and then I think Brown came in second. But
Bronny.
I just think the NBA, like, they facing an issue to where they don't know how to grow the game. Like, I think Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, both of them should have been in the starting lineup. I'm cool Luka not being there because he's been hurt. Even though was having a better season.
You basically just want to see the young guard.
Anthony Davis should be starting. He had 40 and 15 last night. You know what I mean? He leads the Lakers in everything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like,
what Ja Morant stats looking like?
I'll pull them up. Yeah, I got you.
While you looking that up, Reese, I mean, so I don't know. I've been in my old man bag lately. I ain't really been fooling with the NBA at all, man. Like,
I'm starting to not love it at all. Like I don't like
watching the game. I watched a little bit of that game last night with the Lakers and Golden State, and I was disgusted. First of all, it's always people on teams that I've never seen before in my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Golden State got too many white boys. It's too many white boys in the league. Period, for my liking. Like again, this is the racist side of me coming out there. There's too many white boys in the league. Like the white boy, when did they start hooping like this? But to give you Ja Morant's stats, he's averaging 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists.
Who should he be starting up?
I think him and SGA should be the backcourt.
Wow.
That's what I'm like.
Because Steph Curry is under 500. Like, why is he starting? He averages 22 a game, and they're under 500.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like KD, they're maybe a game over 500. Anthony Edwards is averaging 27.
How much KD averaging?
He probably like 28, something like that, 27,
KD,
28.
KD's still KD, bro. Like,
all of them are still who they are, you know what I mean? But it's just not impactful no more. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's my whole thing. Like, that's the argument that I'll be having a lot with Terry and other people who I speak basketball with.
It's a change of the guard. It's a change of the guard.
Another phone.
But, but until them guys actually step out, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go with the marquee. And Bron, Steph, and KD is the marquee. The same way they rolled them out there in the Olympics. You know what I mean? Like,
But also, too, you know what the problem is? Your Ja Morant, your Anthony Edwards, even SGA. SGA don't carry himself like a superstar.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown, like, this is supposed to be their league.
Like, SGA be like, SGA just be hooping. SGA just hooping and get fits off.
Can I ask y'all a question?
And he's in OKC, so it's not really in a marketable market.
And Jalen Williams should be an all-star, too.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like Anthony Edwards and Ja Morant, it's their off-the-court antics that hurt them. Like, the NBA aren't pushing them like they should, in my opinion.
I've seen the dope Anthony Edwards KG Sprite commercial that they...
I mean, Anthony Edwards is still get, like, his endorsements, like, his Adidas commercials his Adidas commercials have been crazy.
He got the shoe of the year.
Yeah, the Sprite commercial was hard, but I just feel like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't like when Anthony Edwards be cussing up a storm in them press conferences.
You don't like how ignorant he comes off.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. So as the league, like, I feel like the league can't really put him on the forefront like they want.
But do you look at it like that's him being authentically who he is?
But the NBA is still a product.
Yeah.
And they're still being platformed on Disney and all these like, you know what I mean? Like, that's...
Let me ask you this question, just in regards to the game of basketball itself. Mm-hmm. Do y'all think it is a knock on the game today of what the product is that these stars can still be who they are and dominate? Like, because this newer generation is supposed to be so much more advanced and better, right? Mm-hmm. Why is it that these guys are still doing what they do? Like, because again, that's what I was trying to, basketball is always going to be basketball. Mm-hmm. A round basketball that you're trying to get it into the bucket. That's the goal. You know what I mean? No matter all this extra training that goes on, but is it a knock to what the game is today, or is it just saying that these dudes is just that much of a generational talent that it don't matter? Like, it's almost like, because the thing, like, I can tie it into the Jordan conversation of not getting to see him against like the people, the likes of Kobe's and all that. Like, even though he played against Kobe the last couple years of his career, and he still dominated, but we saw older Mike, go against him, and he had a problem, against the Vince Carters and the Kobe's, you know what I mean? But he still was able to hold his ground. But the fact that KD, Brian, Steph, and all them are still out there having a way with this newer crop, does that mean, is it a knock to the newer crop, or is it just that, they just that good?
I mean, I feel like it's a little bit of both. Mm-hmm. I feel like today's NBA and what, Kobe and them is totally different. You know what I mean? Like now, defense don't even exist. You got scores being like 135 to 125. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, ain't nobody guard nobody. Cassius is coming down. Bro, Cassius is coming down and transition and shooting at three.
They're looking for it, not just shooting it.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Boston shoots 53s.
Like, bro, do you know how crazy that is, Reese? To come down and transition off a rebound, off a steal, and you stop and shoot a three at the top of the key.
Coach Hankins would have snatched me out the game.
You might not see the court again. You might not see the court again. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, Curry is a big product of changing the NBA, right? Mm. You know what I mean? And the big man has damn near been extinct. We don't really get guys coming down, posting up, getting to showcase their footwork and stuff like that. It's just, we just are victims of being able to see both. Like, we got to see the older NBA and we got to see today's NBA. And now it's just all about running in transition. You don't really, there's few teams in the league that really run like real offenses and swing and ball movement. It's just a lot of just, it look like, bro, LaMelo Ball be out there hooping like he's at the YMCA, bro. He does what that.
I've seen a lot of people, trying to campaign and lobby for him, like.
But I mean, he gets buckets.
But it's not impactful at all.
But that's what I'm saying. But I feel like that's the problem.
25 shots.
And I feel like that's the problem, bro. Like, that stuff be translating into the kids, and then that's why we be sick when we are at these high school games. Like, LaMelo Ball be coming down shooting off 1 foot. You know what I mean? Like, bro. And then you go to a high school game and see a kid do shooting off 1 foot. Doing 3 circles in the paint.
If he get Darius Garland's spot in the All-Star game, I'll be super upset. Like, but I got a feeling they're gonna give it to him over Garland. And
he be getting buckets. But like you said, but then it's your argument. It's like, bro, the Hornets only won 11 games or something crazy.
That's the problem though. That comes back to the social media thing. Like you keep saying, like Saquon again.
I just say them, Jesus.
You keep saying that he be getting buckets. But that's the problem with social
nasty.
media. Like, there's always been cats like LaMelo in the game for a bad team getting buckets, and it's like now they get championed because we are like in a highlighted culture. It's like.
Shout out to Cade Cunningham, man. The young boy's getting busy.
Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to
Detroit's playing some good ball. Is that
Hey.
Bickerstaff? He the coach over there?
I think so.
I thought it was Monty Williams. Did they fire Monty?
No, you're right. It might be Monty.
Yeah.
Where JB Bickerstaff landed somewhere?
I didn't know he got hired again. I he was Cleveland fired him, right?
Right.
I didn't know that he got picked up right away. But yeah, Cade Cunningham, man, he really reminds me of Penny. You know, Penny Hardaway.
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of Penny's game in him.
Yeah, he is the head coach of Detroit.
Bickerstaff is.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. That's
Bickerstaff.
dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So they fired Monty after they gave him that crazy bag.
Yeah,
That's wild.
Maybe over there. I thought Bickerstaff was over there. Yeah.
We can wrap it up, man. I don't want to do too much more in sports. Columbus. Y'all gotta know, we still the standard, man. We still the standard. You know, I don't never want anyone to get that confused, man. Like, you know, we still here. Salute to everybody, but trust and believe. Like, we like to compete.
Hey, yeah, hey, I'm glad you said what Killer Mike said at the Breakfast Club. I ain't hating on none of you niggas. I ain't hating on the old niggas. I ain't hating on the young niggas. I want to see you all win.
Yeah.
But if we compete, I must win.
I must win, man. Listen,
Couldn't
we
have
love
said it any
y'all.
better.
We love y'all. Like, we love what you doing out there. And there's room for everybody. You know what I mean? Trust.
Absolutely, yeah.
Trust that
it's
we
never none of that.
never going to hate. We never going to try to dim anybody's light.
I salute y'all. Y'all definitely put the battery in our backs to get back and do
We
what
see
we
y'all.
do.
You know, and it was a wake up call for us. You know what I mean? We got to get on our shit and shout out to Dez for even highlighting it to us. Like, nah,
We got stagnant, bro. We got stagnant.
We got to let niggas know that we the reason why niggas is still launching, you know, their products. You know what I mean? Like, so with that said,
The truth should never be taken as disrespect.
never, because hey, look, it's all love. And Ross Fit, I want to talk to you. Hold on, real quick. Y'all thought I was going to forget. I almost forgot. Ross Fit, yeah, hey, listen, the jig is up with you. If I can't come, I ain't seen not one nigga over. Look, can you take me on as a client?
I'll be honest. You might be under some reason. We might have to file a discrimination case against Ross.
I ain't seen one nigga over there. And I'm hating. This is hate. This is hate. This is hate.
We might have to file a civil suit against Ross Pitt. I don't see no
Emotional distress. Like, I ain't seen a dumbbell get lifted over there. I ain't seen a nigga benching nothing.
Oh my God.
Hey, it's just all elastic band work over there for the tenders. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Every morning I wake up, somebody is at Ross Fitt's gym, and she's cold. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God!
Over there.
Hey, he better be charging these motherfuckers. Like, he better be running it up.
Hey, I salute you.
His
brother.
clientele, Jesus.
I salute you, brother. Hey, this is all fun.
Yeah. Salute to you, bro. I love what you doing. Just say, hey, can a nigga listen? We giving you promo.
Can we get a consultation?
Something. I'm trying to drop 38 pounds in the next 6 months. Can you put me on the nutritional plan? Something.
Hey, nah. We're bringing the old Popeyes right now. Yes, bro. Said we got to start taking the gloves off. We got to get back to.
Man, I'm sick
we
of
got to
niggas,
get back
bro.
to when we was. One of my favorites is still the Buckeye guy conversation. We gotta get back in our bag. That Ross Fitt shit is funny.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Enough's enough, man. Listen, I've been looking at this shit for 2 years now. Man. Again, it is some slight hate on my part. And I'm like, how is he getting the baddest of the baddest?
It's
like,
the market. His marketing is insane. I like it.
Like, my nigga got it popping over there. Salute to you. Like, again, I know niggas is gonna clip this up. You gonna take it another way, but listen, I am saluting you, but I'm also hating. I am hating.
If he feels some type of way about this one, I don't know.
Yeah, man.
That's love.
Also, too, I want to send a big happy birthday shout out.
Honestly, good promo.
Happy birthday shout out to Murph. Maniacal Podcast. Today's his birthday. Happy birthday to
Happy
Murph.
birthday to Jay Moore. Today's his birthday too.
Jay Moore,
Yeah.
salute to you. Happy birthday. Them is our dogs,
Yeah.
man. You know, whenever we can salute and acknowledge somebody
They've
that
been
rocked with us,
from day one.
held us
Yeah.
down. You know what I mean? Like, so for sure, happy birthday to both of them gentlemen, man. Salute to you too. Dez, again, happy belated to you. I know your birthday passed, but we did have a party last week, and a lot of that we can't even discuss, and I'm happy. I'm happy we can't discuss it.
Yeah.
But
We could discuss.
no.
Okay.
Any other announcements? Anything that we missed? Anything that we need to put out there to the people? Anything? The floor is you guys.
Man. You know, y'all know how to get in contact with us. Either hit up one of us personally or hit up the What We Talking About page.
Yeah.
Any questions, concerns, hate, you know, we're welcome. We're welcome to it.
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we, you know, we took a little break. We back potting. We about to bring back the old podcast because this is what I don't like. It's too many niggas too serious out here. Everybody too serious. Everybody so, you know, nobody wants to teeter the fence. And, you know what I mean? Like, nah, bro. Like, let's have some fun. We gotta separate. It's time to separate the platinum from the white gold.
Oh,
man.
I like it.
We gonna do what we do over here, bro.
We see you trying to do verses too. We see it. Hey, we see them playlists too. We see it.
Hey, no, we never
We see it.
Listen, man, a lot of our blueprints been remixed and gumbo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all good though, man. All we ask is just give us our flowers like we give the flowers out. That's it. Niggas don't be wanting to give us our flowers and we give out the flowers.
All we want to hear is like salute to what we talking about. That's it.
Pay some homage.
That's
We pay
it.
homage.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because that's what I'm saying. Because I really don't want to be like Bow Wow and have to go on a rant. You know?
Right. Because we can.
But we will.
I really
We
don't
will.
want to do it. I
We
really
will.
don't want to do it, man. So.
Man, salute, man. You know, I love it. I love it. What we doing for the city.
Oh
man.
my
is.
God.
It's needed, and we ran from the local stuff a lot, but nah, we on it.
Yeah, man, we gotta wake it up, man.
Yeah,
if I have more time, I will start doing a morning show, going live doing a morning show. You know, I'm trying to figure it out. But we going. I was thinking about starting to. We might have to start venturing off in spaces. I know you don't really be on Twitter like that.
I don't even know how to get to the spaces. Like, I know it's a part of Twitter, but like,
Yeah.
do you got to be subscribed? Like, to even like, how do you find out when a nigga is
Well,
live and doing it?
if you follow the person, it automatically puts out a thing.
Okay.
Like,
See, I
this
don't
person's
follow
on
none
Spaces.
of them. Okay, I
Yeah,
need to.
you know what I mean? And then even if somebody joins the space that person didn't start, it'll still give you like a notification like this person is in the spaces. Even if that particular person that you follow didn't start that space.
So I need to follow Ish and
Yeah,
Flip and all them,
because Flip been going crazy on spaces. He done figured it out. He be having a crack it every night.
Yeah.
So I think this be a dope way for us to engage with our.
I wouldn't mind doing it. You know what I mean? I don't know what our community or our fan base look like over there.
Twitter,
Like again,
yeah.
like I know we kind of done let the socials kind of.
Ain't nobody over there.
Ain't nobody over there?
Yeah, I don't think so. Like, at least they're not tapped in with me over there. I'm not
Okay.
there a lot.
But I feel like we started it. I feel like we build it, they will come.
I
Yeah.
do agree with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We
start,
build it,
yeah.
You know what I mean? We just, start off with a couple people and it'll grow.
I'm with it. You know what I mean? Like sometimes,
I just
listen.
like doing the lives on IG.
Mm.
I just like doing that.
Sometimes you got to perform in front of 5 people.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
it's gonna be 5,000. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? But
You know what I mean?
if
That's
you
some
build
funny
it,
moments on them Instagram lives.
if you build it, they will come.
That's what I'm saying. If you build it, they will
I got
come.
one say. I'll tell you about it after. It was Reese being Reese.
Yeah. Sometimes it can get awkward when you just sitting up in there in somebody's live. You actually feel like y'all making eye contact. Like,
Right.
oh, did they see me? I'm trying to duck up out of here. Like,
Yeah, that's why you got to throw the stunner shades on.
shit can definitely get a little awkward.
When you just hop in somebody's live and your
Yeah.
name pop up,
and
they
you
be
just
looking like-
you look up there and the thing say 1 and it's you. Like, oh shit. What's up, Reese? Like, I'm long gone. I'm long gone.
I'm out of there.
I hit that heart and I'm
Trust
out.
me, if I hit the live button, it might have been a mistake in the first
It definitely
place.
was a mistake. You know what I mean? Like, not in all cases. You know what I mean? Some of them.
But for real, for IG Live though, I wouldn't want to do it on IG Live because they got it's a lot of rules over there on IG Live.
Right.
They clip you real quick, man. Like,
Well, I mean, I be seeing titties every day on the live. Like, so I was thinking like it must be the Wild Wild West, like, cause
on IG?
on IG,
Yeah, I don't know who you
I
for.
don't know who you.
I fly your.
I don't be seeing. I'm about to say on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter is
That ain't
porn.
really
Man.
porn,
That's
man. That ain't
porn.
really
Twitter is porn. Huh?
Full-fledged fuck me.
My
bro.
Twitter ain't porn. Like, that's so crazy to
Oh,
just say that.
you're not following the right people.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I'll send you a couple links.
Hey, but look, this is what it is. Cause my shit was like that for a long time, and I didn't follow it. But the problem is this: once it.
Cat.
He's lying.
No, I didn't follow. No, I mean, there's people that I follow, but it wasn't heavy. But now the shit is just, now the shit just pops up.
Yeah.
I feel like once you click on one link, it puts you in that world, and it's gonna stop.
You know what I want, and I know this is gonna sound mad creepy.
When he do this,
You know what I want though? I wish they would bring back where you can go and see what somebody else has favorited. Because that's where I used to find all the filth.
I'm glad he got rid of that. Now you can favorite the piece.
That's it, man.
Hey, if you made it this far, you made it
Roast fit. Hey, I better get a DM this week giving me that gym address, my nigga. Like, I want to know where that gym is at. And I want to know what the rates is. I want to know everything. Shout out to you, my dude. You getting busy. We love what you're doing. Hopefully you don't take this the wrong way, man.
We just cracking jokes, man. We just podding.
Yeah, that's all it is, man. But again, what we talking about, we definitely the standard. Don't ever forget that. We out, man. We out. Anything?
Nah, we out.
We good?
It's almost time for the Bills. Mafia.